Bat with over 2,000 last year as Daniel Davies gets the punt away. Dax Milne is clearing all of the Cougars away, but a very good members bounce for the mids.
He was able to work and train.
You're going to see BYU go to the air a lot. We see what Wilson's got on it as he's taking a deep shot, and it's incomplete.
Pretty good position by the corner, but great placement by the football, by the football there by the quarterback Wilson. Romney, a guy that's got to really step up. They lost their top 3 receivers. He's got to become the guy that's that vertical threat.
Second down and 10. Cougars will go to the ground, and it's Lopini Katoa. Cougars a little bit thin at running back.
Certain blitzes up from Navy tonight.
Wilson
almost looked like he was just hurrying that a little bit. He came back, and you can see Romney settled, and he thought he was going to continue.
Algier has played all over the place for the Cougars in at running back, and he has the football. And Algier with a tough run. And I'm talking to some of the BYU players. They were looking forward to that. And Algier's got the first down and gets it into Navy territory as a flag.
Yeah, face mask.
Face mask. Defense number 7.
Of BYU's initial possession, they've moved it 40 yards so far. Algier's really been running well, and Algier has some room to the outside. Algier headed to the end zone, and did he get the pylon? He did. Touchdown BYU. 34 yards.
11 come in here, takes himself really out of the play, and then he bounces it and gets a nice block by the wide receiver there, Romney, and then he just has the speed to be able to get to the corner.
Try to see if they can establish something. Morris pulls it out, and I tell you, the Cougars is very honest. Asked him how much experience you have against the option. He said 0. Morris is being chased and had to just get rid of it. Morris never had a chance. BYU's defensive line is dominating. That is Zach Daw, the senior. Davies with his second punt. He was a Cougar relatively close and disrupted the kick, and BYU is going to get it in excellent field position just short of.
Led the Cougars in receiving the last 3 years.
And had a chance maybe to go into the draft last year. Really hate to see that.
Strength for them a year ago. They need to kind of step up and make some plays here.
Katoa is getting into the secondary. He's got a chance to go, and now each of the 2 BYU running backs have found the end zone, and they are absolutely gashing the midshipmen in the early going. A 39-yard touchdown run.
Watch the left guard, really watch the entire offensive line, but watch the left guard again, Barrington. Watch him just open that up. You talk about clearing it out. I mean, that is this offensive line is having their way in these first 2 drives of this Navy defense. He's progressive pylon cam. Did he get across?
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Even after the 4-yard pickup, 3rd down and 8. And again, back to the fullback, Nelson Smith, and see if his defense can get a stop. It's a low punt that Milne will come in and grab.
They started around midfield.
Wilson down the middle, and it's picked off. Evan Foxman with the interception, and the midshipmen have been looking for a break, and they've got one after the interception by Foxman.
Ooh, number 2, he actually stumbles right near the end of this route as he comes across. He goes down, and by going down, the ball's thrown pretty accurately, but by losing his footing, he actually tripped there with the linebacker. Fago.
Chains. Brian Newberry, the defensive coordinator, will detail that in a minute as Chance Warren wants to throw the halfback pass, and the ball's out. And now an opportunity for BYU to get it right back. Instead, it's a huge negative play. But there to grab it, Sean Rattay. Isaiah Kafusi was the one that knocked it free.
Right there, let it go. I mean, and now keep in mind, you're thinking he's a slot back. You know, he's not experienced. This guy's played a lot of positions.
Decided to go for it on a 4th down. It was C.J. Williams, who's out tonight with an injury, threw it to Chance Warren that ended up setting up the game.
On these 3rd and long situations.
Option look, and now Morris stumbles, gets away from some pressure, has to get rid of it, and he doesn't, just throws it out of bounds. Milne signals for the fair catch, and he'll make it.
Be a great game.
Algier had the first touchdown across the 15.
If you're Jeff
Camp.
Yeah.
brought it to the game to Algier across the 20, and he'll have the first down.
Tall tonight against this BYU, not just the backs, but again the physical nature of the line.
Wilson zips it into Dax Milne. Milne up to the 40-yard line. Church of Latter-day Saints is back to the ground late in the first quarter. And it is Lopini set to start the second quarter from Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, where the first quarter has belonged to the visiting Cougars of BYU. They started camp not even knowing who they were going to play in the opener. Boy, they've answered the bell so far. In the stadium tonight, they're calling it 3rd and 2, but no problem for Algier, who already has one long touchdown run tonight, and he rumbles his way down to the Navy 25-yard.
To be able to cut back. See that right there. He gets his foot in the ground. The experienced linebacker Fago just a step slow in getting in.
BYU manhandling Navy, both lines of scrimmage, and there he goes again. Algier running over people for pickups in, looking for any kind of answer. And a couple guys stumble, and right out into the flat, it's Katoa, who's wide open, and he waltzes into the end zone. He has one running, one receiving, and BYU is up by 20.
Coming out of the backfield. Right now they're desperate. They're trying to bring pressure, trying to do anything they can to overcome the mismatch at the line of scrimmage.
That you're also trying to protect the tackler to try to keep him from doing that, correct?
No question, a crown of the helmet.
Navy was very adept at converting 4th down last year. 4th and 1, and it looked as if Morris had a clear path, but I'm not sure he got to the marker in time. For a second, it looked like it was going to be easy. The ball is short of the yellow line, and it's short on the chains, too.
Really, really good job by the officials with that spot. Because based on the 2 or 3 by about 6 inches.
That was a great call, Kirk, too. It just a little I don't know if it's hesitation, but he just didn't quite. I'll get your guess on the other one in just a minute. Give Zach Wilson, takes a shot out of this. He checks it down underneath, and a short completion. Out there making the grab.
Big fella going up in the air there.
Guy getting a little more playing time. Look at big fella.
Big fella going up.
He's brought in Blake Freeland to tackle, who's wearing 90 as a tight end, to give him some more bulk on that right side, and it worked as they move the chains to get down to the 35. There were some tremendous quarantine stories. Katoa rips through the Navy defense. Wilson, slant. The grab's made by Pau.
So they've got to be coming downhill in a hurry themselves.
Jet sweep is Milne picking his way, getting inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal for the loss of 6. Wilson flips it underneath, little shuffle pass, a sort of necessity being 11 of 16 inside the 40 last year, and he is true. So Navy holds him to a field goal. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that played okay.
Yeah, Nayland Morris trying to.
They're dictating the tempo, not Navy.
Another 3rd down. Morris under heat and stumbling around. Had a tough time getting his footing, and there's a flag down now, and he threw it into traffic, and they got the 1st down. A tremendous catch.
Illegal blindside block. Offense number 72.
Davies with punt that drives Milne back inside his own.
Can run a lot of plays with just a couple different concepts.
Milne has it.
Well,
Tunnel screen looking play. He'll pick up another
from his teammates, but Isaac Rex has been asked to step in tonight in that spot.
Wilson dropped the snap and picked it up and made something out of it. Finds Neil Pau. Pau's going to be.
He wanted to go to his left, see his head peek up there, but this gives you an idea of the athletic ability of Zach Wilson. He's not just a pocket guy. He can move around, scrimmage, pushing BYU back, and BYU's going to go fast here.
Wilson lunges ahead, and he's got the 1st down.
3rd down, get right back up to the line of scrimmage, real quick quarterback sneak, and execute it well.
BYU still has a timeout left, and the clock will stop for another first down on the completion to Romney.
Around officials usually let them push back and forth.
Wilson throwing it right on the money and going for the pylon as a catch by Pau. And this is a beautifully thrown ball.
Watch him read this. Goes over top of the safety, right into the hands there. 13 seconds.
On the ground, driving for the end zone and stopped short. No, I thought he was stopped short, but the official comes in and signals touchdown with 8 seconds remaining in the first half. So Pini Katoa just kept churning and pushing. Let's have a look at it.
Good.
I didn't think he got in. Let's have a look.
Look at his leg drive, and then he extends the ball right before the knee touches. I think that's a touchdown. Just you're not used to seeing this. You can say whatever you want about whoever they lost. This Navy team almost every year, if they lose, it's going to be a competitive game. You could probably count on one hand how many times they've faced a 31-0 deficit, let alone at halftime of a game. So give BYU a lot of credit for the way they've looked here in the first half of this game.
And he had, in terms of the contact tracing, as BYU goes right back to the ground to start the second half. Was it
talking to Allison and probably talking the post game and just saying, hey, this is on me. This is my decision, and it's why we don't look prepared.
Well, Zach Wilson looks prepared, and he just threw a seed into Gunnar Romney as BYU is on the move again. Wilson with a little tunnel. Romney has running room, and Romney going down the sideline, still on his feet, and Gunnar Romney will stroll into the end zone with another BYU touchdown.
There's another example of what Allison just reported and talked to Coach Ken Niumatalolo. This is not Navy defense. I mean, this is well executed by BYU, but there's a missed tackle. He goes down the sideline, another missed tackle, another missed tackle, another missed tackle, and then he just goes into the end zone.
It was just a great place to be, and I'll always cherish all the memories from that stadium.
Coach,
in Navy history, both football and lacrosse. So it was an unbelievable and athletic director Chet Gladschuk, and of course Coach Ken, who's done a tremendous job with that program since taking over from Paul Johnson, who really got it going too.
In at quarterback, BYU stopped him on fourth down, so now the Cougars have it back, and it's Tyler Algier, who got over 100 yards in the first half.
He had tremendous energy, just like we see on TV, and he and his wife Betsy, just brought a great energy to the program. Teacher, and I just remember in the '67 Army-Navy game, and those are the days where you didn't throw the ball very much. I mean, 15 passes was really opening it up. But they won that game. We won that game. We had a team, and so I kind of knew the players, and they had a very good team with Cartwright and Taylor, Tom Daly, Terry Murray, Ballsy, and they beat Penn State at Penn State. They beat Michigan at Michigan. They beat Syracuse. They beat Pitt. Of course, they beat Army. And then, they were upset by, Rice and William and Mary, got tied by Vanderbilt and all that. So it was really a great team, and they had a great year, but they, just lost in tough games. And then, of course, beat Army, and so that makes every Navy season successful.
BYU marched it right down the field.
In college football, we often see
touchdown.
Conservative and being cautious with the players. We didn't hit. We held bags. We didn't do a lot of drills where we were, good against good. Didn't do any drills, good against good, or a lot of contact anymore. So every time they get Navy's offense off, they're going to celebrate because they want to get that shutout.
Protection spotlight tonight.
Well, the spotlight is this offensive line and the job that they have done. Boy, a balanced attack so far. 235 on the ground, 232 through the air. They've done it a number of different ways, giving their quarterback time to throw. And let's not forget about the defensive line and the job they've done, especially early in this game against the triple option. They knew they had to take away that fullback and get pressure on the quarterback, Dalen Morris, and it's exactly what they did early.
Looks like Zach Wilson's night is done as Baylor Romney and checked in and completes his first pass. Brother of.
I don't think anyone's going to want to
No.
schedule him after tonight.
But you know who they almost had a deal to play the opening game against Alabama.
As that fourth team, you know, they would love to have a schedule to be able to prove themselves. That's for sure. This is a good football team.
And we talked about Chris Jackson and his great speed. You see a little bit of Alabama, which is not as beautiful as the right side of the river of Buffalo Shoals. But
tell me about that.
Nonetheless,
You got some. Oh, really? Little known fact.
Hey man, but he has given them a bit of a spark. And get on the corner. There's Miles Fells for running room and most productive offensive play of the night.
Years, they said 2040 is the goal.
That's the goal, 2040. They already get it lined up. I love it. By the way, why 2 in the morning?
48-yard field goal attempt from Navy's fine kicker, Bijan Nichols, who had a couple of game winners to come due to any COVID test or contact tracing. And the Cougars have made their trip across the country really worthwhile. BYU, and man, oh man, does he look like a running back tonight as the Cougars headed to the fourth quarter with a 48.
More than anybody else in the country over the last couple years, and I think getting through that on the back end is this: a veteran team where a lot of guys have played a lot of football, and now they're all healthy.
BYU is getting all the help it needs from the defense.
You know, and hearing some of those natural reactions.
Gary Olson escapes. At least for a while. I should have added the phrase momentarily before George Udo.
This that way? Is that his new reality this year? Or will he say, you know what, we're going to go out and hit? And we'll have to wait and see. I know safety.
You see, Kalani's been practicing during the game, celebrating touchdowns tonight.
I was going to say, he's had plenty to dance about tonight. I don't think he can get in there with Cosmo.
The NFL, but he is at his alma mater doing a terrific job as the head coach there. After doing a really good job for Kyle Whittingham, this might be challenged at times. Be aware that the kids might hear some salty language as McChesney dances into the end zone, and BYU continues to pour it on.
A scary injury and surgery. So far, everything has been, all signs are pointing that he's back healthy and feeling good.
And the football is on the ground. Olsen got hit hard.
He got hit from behind.
Yeah.
You know, Tooley coming from your left chases him down from behind and knocks that ball loose. Combination of two guys. Tooley, yeah, he gets his hands on the ball, jars it loose before that knee touches.
He is in a quarterback, the third quarterback of the night to play, and McChesney, who had a touchdown on the last possession, is rumbling inside the 25. Bad Beach is like, okay, I mean, most of our folks know, because right now, if you have,
Billy Vanell didn't.
I don't even know what the number is in this game, but inside 3 minutes to play.
I'm telling you, they just call the same play, and it's a zone play that can either bounce.
Longest runway. They start last Saturday in September on the 26th, and Kalani Sitake already with secure and handing Ken Niumatalolo the worst loss he has suffered as the Navy head coach.
Oh man,
I
you don't
agree.
need to.
Yeah,
This is like, oh, it's okay, kid.
yeah.
Good, you guys, good try. Forearm shimmy.
Yeah. Elbows.
We'll be at Wake this Saturday.
College game day going on the road.
Looking forward to that. First time.
Yep.
This year.
Looking forward to that. And the next game is going to be.
Do they shake hands?
Navy.
They just kind of get close and.
I think these two guys will, because of their respect for each other. So BYU is. Finish it off.
They've been hitting each other for 4 hours.
Might as well shake
Might as well
hands.
shake hands.
And be careful from that point forward. Wish we'd had a more competitive game for you. It was our pleasure to bring you Labor Day night.